excuse me for this light. Sorry, I just woke up, but I wanted to get this video in because I noticed that a lot of these dating coaches, like even your Steve Harveys, and they tell these women that a man knows if he's going to marry you within 6 months. Someone knows if they're going to marry you in 6 months. And I would tell women to beware. These guys that are saying this, they are not educated on narcissism. That's why they're saying that. And it's interesting because a lot of these guys are in 3-4 year marriages. And you got to be careful when you hear this, because there's reasons why when a woman gets into a relationship and the guy, this tactic called love bombing, narcissists use it as one of their tools in their arsenal. This is the beginning stages of the relationship. They're gonna mirror you. That means they like what you like. Oh, you like to do that? Me too. I like that movie too. You like to go do this, eat here? I like to go eat there too. That's called mirroring. Okay, they're gonna do that on that first date. They're gonna relate to every topic that you speak on. A lot of these guys are gonna, like, date 2, 3. Oh man, you're my soulmate. Or like the second or third time they see you, they're gonna basically come off as if they're your soulmate. And this is why these girls, women are really, from what I've observed and being out here in the field, women have really fell victim to this, because a lot of women are like, he was so great in the beginning, and then what? About when you got close to the year mark, 6 to 9 months, some things started leaking out, and yeah, that's normally how it is. Sometimes it's sooner, sometimes it's 2 or 3 months. It depends on how fast. I mean, I've had women literally fall for me within, 2 weeks. And this is why you women got to be careful. And do not believe 6 months is too soon. I say anywhere from about 9 months to a year of studying a person, learning a person. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let y'all hear this video by ACCS Direct, Quinn. And that's just my opinion on this. I'm going to let him dive down deep into it. He's going to dissect this whole issue. Yeah, here we go.
Why the narcissist hit you with that love bomb like that? Don't speak on it. And don't get into the particulars of, when a narcissist does it and why they do it, okay? So basically the love bombing in the beginning is the narcissist's way to securing the new source, basically. But not just to secure the source. It's to get the source to feel as though they are gaining the most memorable, pleasurable experience and moments, to attach those emotions to the narcissist, right? Because in the beginning, the narcissist wants you to really take in, remember, first persons are everything, really take in what this person is doing for you, right? So in the beginning, the narcissist, not just the love bombing, it's the always being available for you. It's the always being, a companion to you. It's the always, making themselves of service in some sort of way in the beginning. Because this is important, because once you get used to this person just being there, just being around, just being a consistent face or a voice in your life, it starts to create a bond, right? And at this point in time, all of the interactions are somewhat pleasurable. They're acceptable in a way that you get feelings of delight and the euphoria that you get when you are connected to someone in that way, right? So the narcissist is putting on this act to get you to fall for the pleasure principle of the engagement between you and them, right? So now the relationship, the subject, the target becomes seduced, almost thrown into a different state of perception to what they see whenever they're around or whenever they hear the voice of the narcissist. They're going to think pleasurable things. They're going to think good things, right? And so the person, the subject, is going to work on their end to keep this pleasurable, good experience going from the interaction with the narcissist. Now, at a certain point, this gets cut off from the narcissist, right? It begins to slack. It begins to die out, because now the narcissist has gouged you for so much fuel, for so much of your attention, your emotion, that they get like an it gets it gets like they get overcompensated with that type of fuel from you. Now, here's what happens. You begin, as the target, to start looking like someone who is needy to the narcissist. And once you begin to reflect that you are a needy person to them, they begin to pull out and start to detach their feelings from you. So this is kind of how it works when you're dealing with these individuals and you're in that position where the narcissist has you hooked on the pleasure that and the exchange of whatever it is that stimulates you. The narcissist has you hooked on that, right? So they do this through love bombing you, through taking you out, to certain places, but there's no real objective to it, right? And then if it dies out, usually as fast as it comes on, it dies out, right? And you can tell between the emotional exchange, right? The emotional exchange isn't authentic to where it's like, wow, the person is really delighted that you're feeling okay. The emotional exchange is more of an observant from the narcissist piercing into you to see how you are responding to this type of treatment. Because based on how you respond determines how suitable of a victim or a source you're going to be, and what capacity that they can like use that. You in. Once they do,
a lot of you guys,
right? So the love bombing is kind of like sedation.
I'm looking at some of the women y'all.
It's to sedate
y'all get got.
It's to get you.
A lot of the women that y'all choose aren't as complex is what y'all make it out to seem. Like, you knew
the narcissist false persona. Now, especially if everything goes right, if the person is afraid to engage you or tell you anything wrong during this phase, usually there's an objective behind it. Because there's no situation or relationship that goes perfectly or completely normal. So, just wanted to throw that video out there for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Just something to think about. So just keep in mind that the love bombing stage, I don't want to go too long on here, but the love bombing stage is to lure you in emotionally and make you dependent. So by thus you'll become needy upon the narcissist, and the narcissist will be able to seduce you and lock you into their web of deception through the emotional pleasure principle. All right? So that's all I got to say for this video, guys.